What is good, guys? What is good? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Glad we all can make it today. Thought we'd do a little stream, and then I think we're gonna go play some Helldivers after. So depending, I think for those who don't know, the Illuminati have attacked Super Earth. So we got to go defend that. But I figured we'd test a little bit today. I wanted to get together something for DDDs. I wanted to get essentially not just DDDs, but what is it? Dragon Rulers. Yeah, so Dragon Rulers. I wanted to get the list to be very similar to what I was building on IRL, and then yeah, just go from that. But I was actually looking for a DDD deck list, and I got distracted by a hell diving video. So, whoops. There we go. All right. But anyway, we'll just wait a little bit for people to join in. Or I guess we can just go ahead and go on over to Omega right here. Deck manager. Dragon. There we go. Yeah, so I gotta update this. There we go. One of each of the names. Dora, Ash. This should be Droll. Droll and Lockbird. And then I think we had... Yeah, that was the Bestials. Yeah, and I think... Then I think I have to throw in a Draco, actually. Like a... Not a Draco, Meru? How do you spell Quacky Meru? Let's see here. Maybe... Urnite? I remember if there's... I don't even know how to spell dragon. Am I really going to have to, filter this just to find it? Probably. Monster type. Subtype. It's an effect monster. Go find dragon. 4. Apply. All right, 4 pages worth, so it can't be that hard to find. That's insane. I swear Meru is M-E-R-U. But am I just retarded? Can I not find it here? Oh, you're searching for Quacky Meru Dragon. Oh, it should not even be a dragon. It has to be a dragon because you summon off of spears. Right there. Kaioki Meru. Oh, I spelled Meru wrong this entire time. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Get that added in. Let's get a side deck made here. And I think this extra deck I'm pretty pleased with this version of it. For sure. Good evening, Slim. How you doing? Thought today we'd stream in the evening instead of our normal time of later. So let's see here. So Quacky Meru. I think I'm pretty solid with this list here. Big eye into the, oh, well, no. Maybe it just needs to be SP. Little Knight. I think that's right. Omega doesn't need to be there. Maybe Black Rose should be Black Rose Dragon. There we go. So let me tell you the reason why no Armor Phage slot, no Armor Phage period, is because I did some strenuous testings after the versus, the locals, and all the meta just essentially summons out lighter darks currently, right? So my argument was Goliath covers all bases, but all things in meta right now summon lighter darks, and Sloth and Goliath allow you to play underneath of it, and that's no bueno. to be honest with you. So I'd rather just have this just to say, no, you get no special summon of light or dark monsters, period, which locks them out of the extra deck and stuff like that. So we're just going to try Drago here. Been a while since I watched your content, so I started playing Magic the Gathering. Sadly, yeah, no, Crusadia is just... Man, maybe we'll get some support, because Crawler got support a long time ago, and also Orcus is getting... Morknight / Mech Knight's getting new support. So maybe Crusadia will, but I've tried doing iterations of that deck, man, and it just sucks to play go second, and then like going first, too many hand traps exist. Like the deck needs a new wave of support, arguably, like something to help it. For sure. And World Chalice, like, well, World Chalice actually might be another deck we take a look at. World Chalice got Brilliant Fusion back, and Brilliant Fusion's pretty wicked, man. But sadly, Crusadia, especially when I would go to locals, and I would like get to go second, and they just would interact with your normal summon. The boards now are like not so much negati. They're like spot removal plus plus negation, and the spot removal hurts a lot. Necros support about to go crazy, bro. I'm pretty pumped for Necros, but Necros like losing Toad or Bahamut just does kind of suck. Like that was something that was like the Necros board Necros by itself could like do, was set up like Unicorn, Rebear, and Toad could still activate, but now there's just no shot of doing that. So it's definitely like back to the drawing board, because I'm not a big fan of pile decks in a way. Like I like to have like an overlying theme. So maybe Necros might be put down for a little bit, even though I got like the whole deck max rarity just to like play it and then them to do it like that. But yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, Nib is still an issue for the deck. Nib was an issue for the deck after the hit of Azathoth. Azathoth was one of those insane cards that allowed you to like force the Nib there and then just play through it, sort of thing. But yeah, it's okay. I love Crusadia too, man. Like Crusadia will always be close to my heart. But it's just like one of those things that for some reason Konami is just like forgot. I mean, let's be honest, like, I don't know why Konami makes their choices, but it's kind of crazy that, like, branded lore, essentially, or, like, that whole storyline is, like, still going, and the World Legacy stuff hasn't got nothing at all. It's just, it's the branded stuff was still going through Visa Starfrost. Maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but I think branded was still, even after Visa finished his story and we went on to the new Sinful stuff, like, the branded stuff was still going on. It's infuriating that Konami, like, hyperfixates. And not even to mention Sky Striker. Sky Striker is still getting new cards. I am playing one Pedro, simply because to do the deck space. In my current testing, I've not seen the need or saw a need to have two Pedro. There is an argument to have two simply because it is a good normal summon, but just I would rather like the normal summon to be is Doradora. I feel like that's like what I'm hyper focusing on, and then Blaster by any means getting banished gets you to either one of these, because both achieve the same thing, right? I feel like. I mean, arguably they don't. They don't achieve... Well, do they achieve... No, they don't. They don't achieve the same thing, because you gotta go Pedro into Genroku, Genroku into special, increase its level, synchro, bring back Genroku special out. Yeah, so, like, actually, yeah, I think Doradora facilitates it by itself, so just want Pedro for now. It just, there's no need, like, you want your normal summon to be like Doradora, and it's almost the same argument as that, arguably, Chandra can't be played anymore at 1, but... You'd want to play, like, double Chandra if you could, but we can't because of rules, right? Freedom Limitless, because there's just so many instances where this right here just works better. Like, you want your normal summon to be Doradora, because Doradora is the one card Chasma, whereas Pedro, like, you don't want it to be. I mean, you could probably play more, it's just deck space right now. It's like, the deck is, like, in that weird spot where I don't want to play grass. I mean, I guess you could cut a Blaster down, but I really like playing 3 Blaster, because I think Blaster is part of the, like, multiple 2-card combos with Blaster plus other names allow you to get to search out either your Doradora. It can, even if Doradora gets negated, if you have Blaster plus a way to banish it, it becomes an extender because it searches you Chandra or searches you Genroku, wherever Genroku's at. Am I missing Genroku? He's right here. But so far, it's been working very well with me. I don't know, like I said, the deck took me by surprise because of my previous testing. It was very poor, especially since maybe it was just bad variants of like all the games I was testing with it. Like I would go into like Impermo Doradora, extend with Spectral for Ash, had to pass, or multiple wet lines like that. So retaking it back and trying it again, it had a lot more success. So I wanted to try to look at it again. Ever play against viewers again? Yeah, I mean, we could. I don't know if my remote duel is set up. I mean, maybe it is. Hold up. Let's check out chat. I mean, technically, yeah. We could technically run remote duels. I just think so I normally back in the day when that was really prominent, that was like the main focus was like remote duels. I think I just need to set it because remote dueling takes a little bit longer than like these streams where you get to play online. So I feel like if I'm on a remote duel, I need to like make an announcement early in the day on the community post through Discord, then go live and then dedicate, you know, like 3 or 4 hours to streaming so that way we can get like remote duels and stuff like that. It's just not something that time-wise that I have the ability to just flat out and get out and do. Unless, you know, someone really wants to, we could get it figured out, but I still enjoy it. My buddy is playing this. He really wants to play with grass. I never was a big fan of grass, especially grass at 1. Now, if grass was at 3, that'd be a different ordeal. But I'm not a big fan of 60 card decks. I don't know why. Maybe it's like I've been like brainwashed into that type of, you know, into thinking that. So I want Fua. I think Ghost Bell and Lancia. Because Ghost Bell's seeing probably play. Is like background music and everything going good, guys? I just want to make sure. Lancia. That's kind of cool. I think, couldn't we technically, what is this? This require just a water tuner. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, couldn't we technically make this? This would be kind of wild to make. Maybe we go Salesman. Let's try. I've been a big fan of this card, man. I don't care what anyone says. Salesman, I think, is pretty cool. Being able to call whatever your hand is Celestia. Maybe we put in like some judgments or strikes. I know the Solemn Brigade's seeing some play. And if we get time, we'll take a look at DDD, even though I don't know if this stuff is out yet for DDD on here. DDD was a deck I've like always like had in the back of my mind, but there was just always the other decks that like that did what I wanted DDD to do, but better. And I don't know if that's going to be the case now. Especially after playing Mermail, man. Playing Mermail's kind of brutal because once you touch Mermail and you play it as an efficient combo deck, it's kind of like it does everything a combo deck needs to do, and it feels kind of like bad playing other combo decks in a way, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Start that. Let's go and get off here and go into online. Would you send me a link to the CDO Pro? It's Omega. No, it's YGO Omega. I don't know too much how to. I forget. Do you play any other card games besides Yu-Gi-Oh? Sadly, no. But we kind of, my locals and we actually really did get into Beyblade for a little bit, and then regional season came up, and we all hit regionals really hard, and we haven't got back to the community going back to it. But Beyblade's like the only thing we got into, and Beyblade's pretty sweet. Currently, unless one of us like push for our local scene for Beyblade, is just kind of sleeping. That's a good way to put it. Not dead, but sleeping. We just haven't touched it for a hot moment. There we go. Have I been sitting here? I really hope that I haven't been sitting here putting these cards. So it's just sleeping at the moment. Yeah, I'm sorry, Colt. This entire time I've been sitting here talking about my side deck, and I just realized I was off of it. My bad. We're just going to stick with Rock today, guys. And we lost. Huh. Thank you, guys. I got it fixed now. We're playing against Seto Kaiba here. Oh, fantastic. We're playing against Malice. I actually think so. Malice is... This is going to be brutal. This is what's kind of interesting, right? Is like you're playing against someone, you know, like I open up and no that whole time. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, Colt. I've been here talking about my side deck. I like Salesban. They're like, cool keyboard. Where's Salesban? But yeah, this guy gets to play free. It feels really bad when you play against a deck like this, man. When you open like 0 interruptions, like it's almost guaranteed to lose. But I know like as sitting on the other side, like seeing that my opponent has no disruptions, it's a good feeling. So we are going to play Vanquish, maybe not when it comes out, but probably we are going to play it when it does drop, because there's a lot of stuff coming out that I want to play around the time. Flame Swordsman's getting that new card, which is like a circular in a way. I'm excited to test that in Infernoble. I've been really enjoying the list I have with that. I'm kind of on the verge, man. Like there's like 4 decks I want to play to Nats, and I need to sit down and like grind through them all. I have really good options for Nats. When the next one comes around. If I play K9, it's probably going to be into the Vanquish Soul, because I know that that's where a lot of success has been in Canine Vanquisol. Appreciate that, Colt. Appreciate that. I don't know. I was talking to the boys. We might... I haven't done it in a long time, but I know, like, back in the day when I would stream, I'd stream for a while, then we'd go play, like, Lethal Company. And it would kind of, people wouldn't, you know, viewers would die down, but if you guys aren't Helldivers friends, I've included, like, a few clips in some of my videos, just, you know, funny stuff like that. But the Illuminati, alien race, has attacked Super Earth, and we got to go and whoop them. So I've been kind of debating if I'll stream that after this, or if I'll just, you know, close it down. When if it comes out the next set after Alliance Insight. I don't remember its name. Kind of why I got tired of playing. Dude, yeah, it's... There is no fault. No, I don't think anyone would blame you for that, because it is. It's kind of like, if you don't see any... The decks are so aggressive and so crazy that if you don't see any disruption, it's almost like there's no way, unless I'm main decking board breakers or something like that. Like, I'm kind of cooked, you know what I mean? Which is upsetting, but that's what game 2 and game 3 are for. But it's, I mean... It is what it is. It's definitely an upsetting factor that the game's progressed as far. But, I mean, that's kind of like how every deck slowly became, right? Like, even some of the rogue decks that exist out there, if we get to go first and we play uninterrupted, we're cooking. Justice Hunters... No. Justice Hunters is, like, the deck building pack, not Battles of Legend. It's the next core set that's coming out. Something of the Duelist, I feel like. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's called, is something of the Duelist. But, so I mean, like, this is, like, I'm not going to be able to beat this board. Like, maybe I can. Looking at my extra deck here, I don't think there's anything I could actually make. The normal, and against, other than Malice, right? Normally, like, Disaster, I could potentially, like, maybe bridge into a Disaster. Disaster would just, like, wipe everything. But since Disaster banishes, that would just literally trigger all of his Malice names, so Disaster is not good in this matchup. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not going to be good. Duels Advance, thank you. I don't even know if I even try to play. I mean, I always believe in shoot your shot, right? So maybe that's the way we go. Its effects used. This is just gonna suck. Call by the Grave the Blaster. Okay. Getting sacked by the Grave, too, out of everything. Well, this is not going to be good. We'll try. All right. Yeah, I think we're just cooked here. Have a rest of the stream. Glad to see you. You're still making content, brother. Thank you, my man. You have a good night, too. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, like, what do I... Yeah. Continue. All right, so now we get to go first. Put in Sales Ban. We can put in Strike. I think the Bestials are actually terrible in this matchup. There we go, finish. Yeah, we'll try and get him. We'll try and whoop him here. What the hell is... What the hell? Do I Is this normal, or is this banish? Or I think I have to. I don't think I have an option, because if I just banish 2, I get to search like a small dragon, but that's not going to do me no good. Maybe it's normal. Link off. Did I put Striker Dragon here? I didn't. God dang it, Bobby. Then there's no point. Yeah, this just cooked right here, kind of, which is kind of wild. Kind of wild. Now, if he ashes this, we're kind of cooked. Yeah, sweet. Wow. So normal. I think Draco is. Yeah, we're just cooked. Just cooked. That is so upsetting. That normally like why would you ash that? And it's like just the one scenario where he happens to ash it. We get otherwise. I mean, he can still probably whoop us because like I think that searches that would have searched out Draco. Then we just normal summon Draco and pass. So it wouldn't have been hard. He would go impermanent out at it, you know, regardless. But still, it sucks getting kind of cooked by improper plays. But I guess if you don't know what the deck does, you just throw stuff at the first thing you have. But this is what I want to look at. I think I'm gonna take out. So this is the thing is like, Dispatter doesn't come up till it does. Xingyin doesn't come up till it does. But I do like think I need to put in the Link 1 Striker Dragon just for the sake of that. Like that came up. That's happened a few times where I need to just have ability to get another dragon on field. There we go. Okay, now let's get back into it. Lancia's in the side deck. You have me wondering. Lancia should... Did I not put in Lancia? Did I really go against Malice and not even put in Lancia? Yeah, wow. Deserve to lose that one, chat. Deserve to lose that one. Can't believe that. Cannot believe that. Yeah, I can show the Infernoble list. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this game and I'll show the list I'm testing with. I'm pretty solid with it. But you just kind of have to have the mentality of... So the way that I build my decks is like, we're going to stick with Rock. I want fluidity all the way through. Imperm. Called by... Wow, if we... Well, we'll throw these imperms properly. But so, there's like a Magistus variant run around. I'm not a big fan of decks that have like 0 to no synergy whatsoever. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you open... Renault is like Infernoble's best extender. It has to work with a Fire Warrior. You play all these engines that are not Fire Warrior, and this card just really sits in your hand, and you gotta count on stuff. You know, it's upsetting. So normal Sylvie effect. I think this is the first place we'll throw Imperm, because I think most of these guys are playing... Yeah. So he doesn't get to search the spell. Unless he already had it, and then we get it. This is like the other choke point, in my opinion. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, why wouldn't you... Why not change Sylvie? He had the spell anyway? Interesting. Well... Yeah, interesting, I guess. Interesting. Because I don't like grass. It's just inconsistent. But, like, if you see grass, I feel like it's pretty wild. But otherwise, I'm not a big fan of, like... So without seeing grass, you're not going to play with, like, over half of your deck. Right? So that's just my opinion. Yeah, I meant the one with the new card if you've been testing. Yeah, I have. Yeah, so, but I was sorry, I got totally lost in the sauce by playing the game here. I hate decks that, like, just throw in these engines that have, like, no synergy. And, like, so, if, for instance, you try to go, like, the Malgus stuff, or the Magista stuff, and it just eats the hand traps, but you can't do anything else because it has no synergy with the best extender in your deck, or the best extenders in your deck. You're just kind of trying to do stuff. There's, like, another example, because it's not just there. There's, like, there have been instances of it before. I think like the Super Heavy Severine is like another example of that, another engine that people just put in decks because it works, but then it has inconsistencies with other cards in your deck, and it's like solely reliant on itself going. And I'm not a big fan of that. That's why like I like the Fire Warrior stuff, because it just has so much synergy with the deck, and all the cards work together. Like, you know, you get access to arguably the best card in your deck. But okay, so what's here? This is gonna be brutal. Another blaster, okay. Let's see what happens here. Genroku. Sure, Genroku. Droll and Lockbird. Do I care? Do I care about Droll and Lockbird here? Yes. That sucks. I sadly have to care about Droll and Lockbird. Let's go into Sleepy Joe. bring back Biden. Because this is a quick effect pop. Let's go and add ourselves. Chandra. Resolution. Yeah, if I remember right, which one of these cards? Well, monsters you control can up right opponent's card effects, so I control them where they build. Yeah, so see, thought about making a. Oh, I can make Dispatter. Oh, and I have a live negate. Oh, and I have a live 7, 8, 9, 10. How can I make Dispatter? He's a 10. Oh, he's a tuner. I can go Dispatter. Man, Dispatter would be alive, and that'd be able to allow me to negate this. And then I can... Oh, it sucks drawing both of the same names, man. That's just what's difficult. Alright, so maybe it's just we go here, then overlay into Chasma, but he can, like, pop at any moment. That's what sucks. Oh, man. Fuck it, we ball. Go battle phase, whack into this. Main phase 2. Is that a negate? Change it to face down fist position if you control a 5 or higher monster with cards. Did I read this card wrong? Did you target one card, shuffle deck, then if shuffled? So why was this not able to negate? I'm just confused. You can target one banished special summon it. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can target one banished card, shuffle it into the deck. Then if you shuffle into your deck to summon a monster and you shove into your opponent's deck, negate that activate effect. Is there something that says change it to face down to fist position? Oh, he flipped it face down. That's why. Okay. I was hovering over it. Oh, well, yep. He's got it. We'll just go on to the next one. Yep. Yeah, I was hovering over it, so it didn't look like it flipped. It looked like it just switched battle positions to me, and I was like, what? Why can't I negate this? Okay, so let's see here. We're going to go first. So we know he's on Droll. Droll. Bestials are actually pretty good here. Maybe we swap that. Yeah, good enough with me. I can't believe that. I was like so confused. I was like, so why couldn't I negate this? Oh, man. We're cooking. Call Droll. This is where we get hit with, like, oh, we don't. I was supposed to say, this is where we get hit with Ash and Imperm. What is this platform named? Is it official? It's YGO Omega. I wouldn't say it's, like, Konami official, but it's, like, official-esque. You know what I mean? Alright, so we'll go here. Increase card level by 1. Yeah. So now, we just play. Summon out this. Yeah, we'll just go and use Genroku. Summon out Pydro. Yeah, it's not official like by Konami. It's like made by a bunch of people. I think it's powered by Unity or something like that. which is pretty cool. It has like its own ranked ladder and stuff like that. Cool animations, all that fine stuff. So we're disrespecting Nibiru here, which wasn't part of my plan, but... Okay, so now I gotta think here. So let's see, we can go Chasma. Chasma effect to dump. Chasma sent... Okay, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay, I think, because we have enough names. 222, yep. So we'll go effect. Send title. Detach. Title will send Draco. I'm gonna activate this. We want to banish here and here. And then I think we go activate effect. Go here. Maybe I should have made seals, but that's okay. Yeah, then we'll go ahead and fire this off. We want to send Redox. Yeah, and this is pretty detrimental. Nib is fake. Nib is not real. Nib does not exist. He's a figment. Yeah, Unity is just the engine it's running on, I believe. Well, we're gonna negate, hopefully, that. He can't summon light or dark. I don't know if he realizes that yet or not. Probably realizing it right now, actually, because he's probably like, is that effect a special? And he's like, oh, it can't work. Yeah, so Goliath. So if I had Goliath in this matchup, see, yeah. So if I had Goliath, he'd cook me because he could like summon out the Sinister, pop Goliath, keep playing. So now we get to go second. Let's put back in our hand traps. Bell, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. Finish. Yeah. Draco, that's just why Draco's just, holy smokes. Yeah, we're okay. Let's just wait for a minute. Let's wait a little bit. See if this resolves. He's probably like, get cooked. Call by the grave? Okay. Oh, we drew another. So this is where, like, I got to... We'll see what he adds. Oh, so this kind of sucks. This is the confliction of Droll and... Well, Chummy. Screw it. His hand ain't that good if he led with a Stellar. I'll just normal summon out Quakimeru and just play a game of whack. I just a food for thought. Summons out the Witch. Witch effect to set. Oh, he can still do lines under that. Yep. Crazy. It's an easy card, but there's Dragon's Quick Play spell. It's really good for this deck. Is it, what is it? Quick Launch, possibly? Because I like Quick Launch. I remember back in the days with Quick Launch. But he can't, what does he set? Oh, that trap. Target one face-up special and monster on the field. Change its battle. Dragon's Mind? That's pretty cool, actually. Good for him, dude. I get cooked by him opening just crazy. I guess I should have let him just continue a little bit more. See, that's a confliction. That's why, I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of Droll and stuff like that. I mean, it is what it is. Normal. Because what was the card he said? It was like... Oh, great. My log is... So I know that... This card right here. Target one face up special monster on the field. Change it to face down. Then if you control level 5 or higher illusion monster while this card is in the graveyard, you can set this card. Yeah, that's just wild. I think this is... He hard opened that. That's just crazy. He's built different. You want to talk about me being built different. He is built different. Maybe I just pass. But, like, there ain't no way. He kills me here. So if I normal this, maybe he'll attempt to fire off that. But, like, what's the... There's no benefit, I don't think. I don't think I have any line to play. Because he set the trap. He has one unknown. The trap can just negate something. I feel like I just normal this. And we wait. We pass priority to him. We'll activate. Because now if he fires off the trap... No trap? Okay. Go here. Affected this. Now we'll see if he uses the trap here. He either uses one of the other traps. No? Add to hand. Okay. He does have Dragon's Mindset. That's what sucks, is he has Dragon Mindset. So it's just like, I don't think I'll win this. Well, I can add Burner. Burner disc. Maybe it's add Burner discard. Attempt to go battle phase, force something to grab, or is it grab Chandra? Because Burner would get me... Oh man, what's the call? What's the call? Add this, attempt to go battle, lose. Add this, dump. Let's see if... Yeah. No matter what, it's pretty good. We'll just add Burner. Yeah, we'll go here. Attempt to go battle phase. This might force this, because I'm going to attempt to whack into Sylvie. That might force that. Sadly, I guess, yeah, he just still has... Yeah, that sucks. Because he has a face down card. It is what it is. Yeah. Then he can Dragon's Mind that. Yeah, he just opened really good to play through Droll. Given... So that's the confliction. Droll and Wiltrummies just don't feel good. Maybe I should have done this first, right? He might fire this off now, booking, which is okay. But if not, I think we just... We're locked in the dragon, so I mean... Do we try to... I mean, do we just keep trying to play? Use this. Yeah, maybe that's the line. I mean, there's not really any line. Like, it's going to be really hard for me to win this. He just opened so well. And he has that dang trap. So that's what really sucks, is he has that the counter trap set. So, like, I can't... I'm not going to be able... And he has a Book of Moon, too, which is... I mean, it's okay at the end of the day. Like, maybe I can build a wall and, like, hold out, especially with, like, seals to bounce something. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's probably going to Book of Moon one of these. Or Book of Moon the Chasma on summon, and then I chain chat. Yep, Dimensional Barrier, probably call XYZ. He opened D Barrier, too. What the fuck? Crazy. So I know the two traps he has set. Okay. Wild, dude. Dude, thought I was built different. This man is built like was built totally different. Yeah, that's fine. I believe, yeah, this is game 2. I lost the RPS, yeah. It's alright. Definitely see that I'm not a big fan of Droll. Droll and Wachummies, I just, like, it's just upset. He is built different, dude. So I know this is he opened Dragon's Mind, D Barrier, and like his full combo. Wild, wild, wild. Nope, he's good. Because see, eventually he's going to have to, I think he's going to have to get off of, he's going to have to get rid of this, I think. And as soon as he gets rid of that, I'm in the clear to use my thing. I think he's going to have to. Probably not. I know you can go like Fiendsmith stuff. Because she's 2,000. She's pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. He might not have to get rid of this. Oh, but he's going to get another one, so it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't even matter. It still sucks. Diabelle, is she 25? She's 25 too. Dang, Dragon Mind goes pretty hard. You have to blow your counter trap here, man. Yep. Now let's see if he ripped Ash for turn or something like that. He can make Sylvan do like a bunch of piercing, so I gotta summon out. I know pretty much the call is Magma, right? Go up Magna. He's gonna use that now? Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna miss my... Yeah, so I think I missed whatever I summoned, so... Oh, I guess I wouldn't have. That pitch summon. Just gotta hope this is enough. Maybe he'll like go battle phase. It's this type of variance in Yu-Gi-Oh! That kind of, like, it gets me. It irks me. Yeah, I would have missed time because of Sylvie. That's what I thought. So good, I went the right route then. And this type of like stuff like irks me, but it's like also it's cool that a deck like this. So a deck like this gets. It's not his fault, right? Like Molchummy might have caused him to like not play into it, but having Droll, you know what I mean? But like he would have given me a bunch of draws and Droll would have been dead. So it's my poor deck building. 34. That's insane. Well, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but... Oh, I'm cooked. Yeah, 3 monsters, they're doing double, so this is enough to get me. I think, can't he even pop this, right? He can just use this effect to pop. Quick effect, you can pay half your life points, strike 1 card. Yeah, he can just pop this, and it's GG. Yeah. Wild. I mean, we can try and do this. It doesn't matter, right? Like, he just has enough. Yeah, it'd do that way. We'll get it again. Double Pierce is wild, but that's the cool thing about that. It's the White Forest kind of need, like, I don't think they need it, but it's like something that the deck needs to have. You know, if that makes sense. It's not anything unfair. Nothing was unfair that they technically did. What the hell kind of hand is this? Dude, like, one of all, like, literally 4 one-ofs in my hand. That stuff drives me nuts. Let's see here. Pitch. There's literally nothing to... I just get cooked by 1 Ash Blossom here, technically. See, yeah, he must have it, too. Wild. But this is... It's... Do I even care? You're going to get one draw. And one draw could make or break it. I know you forgot, but that's what you still show me. Oh, yes, dude. I'll do it right after this one. I promise. We'll just normal summon Drake. Oh, I want to cry. God dang it. Supposed to... Well, I guess that works out, right? Yeah, I'll show you the noble list. I even have it, like, proxied. Oh, no. We ain't... Yep. We're just getting cooked by frickin' flu. Getting cooked by flu. What is... I don't think our inboard really checks flu. Oh, we can take out this, that's for sure. I think it's a dragon at the end of the day, maybe not. And then do we just put in strikes? Is that the keys? Is that what we're gonna try and drew? Man, who's playing flu in 2025 with shifter at 1? Man. Lancia, yes, thank you. Lancia needs to be put in. Lancia's good against this deck because they have to banish. Totally forgot. Lancia be better than this. Actually, Lancia's better than strikes in this scenario. Let's just do it. Oh, we drew Lancia too. And call by. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So he's probably... Let's do the anti-nib line then. Or is there an anti-nib? Can we do the Nibiru line here? This is summon number 4. Is that really... I mean, I go Lancia into... Because if I go ahead and make that, this pitch that, I only have the one name. Yeah, I don't have enough, so I have to commit. Alright, so he doesn't have nib. Let's cook him. Let's try and cook him. I'm very curious to see. So then... so our normal board ain't gonna do nothing because he just normal summon. So that means we can use our Chasma a little bit differently here. All right, so let's see here. I think we send... Send Tempest to copy Tempest, Tempest to add... Redox, yeah, let's do that. I think we add Redox. I should have took out the Bestials too, but hindsight's always a bitch. Go Tempest, banish, banish. But let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and go. Effect, we'll banish. Can we just banish Tempest? Search out stream, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Activate Tempest. We can grab Draco, but we'll grab Stream, I think. Grab Stream. I mean, maybe we shouldn't have, but it's okay. I can go and do this, yeah. We can still end on a decent board, at least. Arguably, we could have also ended on... Oh, what was it? Red Eyes Flare. And burned him with everything. That'd have been kind of cool. So titles. Title in the graveyard. We have access to title. We don't. Technically, I think in 1 second, so we have Redox under these guys. We technically could go for Disaster if we wanted to. Which is, we could go for Disaster and be like, try to out this dude. But that's for a good turn 3. And we just seem to go in phase. Yeah, we had to play in the mid. We didn't have a way to like set up like a Nibiru line, which is just establishing seals before committing, so that we could do something. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and fire off Lancia. He's going to pass priority. Just fire off Lancia. Then if he tries to call by it, we have Eclipse to negate. Still pretty crazy. And what's interesting too is like normally I'm like, oh no, I don't have a hand, but like my graveyard's my second hand, which is something that I've never played like at like August or anything. I mean, during your main phase, reveal one level 1 floating mouse from your hand and banish it. I mean, sure, dude. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I think he's going to try and get to Eaglin, and then we just bounce back one of the names. And just keep him off of summoning, the whatchamacallit. Impen, yeah. Because now if he gets to do another normal summon, he essentially gets to normal summon out another name. We just bounce back. Set a card. Okay, good deal. Set another card? Okay. Set 3 cards? Not good. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Let's see, what's the correct call here? I thought it was bounce any card. We get to add ourselves. What do I want to add? Let's add ourselves the Dark Dragon so we don't draw it. Drawn to Ash. Okay. Well, that's not exactly kosher, but we'll make it do. I mean, we're still sitting pretty okay, I feel like. Activate Blaster, banish, banish. Banish these two. Careful with the normal summons. Yep, absolutely, because this right here lets him normal summon. During your main phase. Then immediately you can banish on there's always a normal summon, yeah. Yeah, sweet. Okay. So he's going to get to go first. I am currently noticing that I do not have any sort of like... I'm not prepared for this matchup at all. Okay, so... Let's see here. We need to get... Lancia needs to stay end. These guys can go out for literally... Droll. And Imperm. Swap. I think that's all that I got. Really, that's all that's worth it there. So we'll just send it. Yeah. Yeah, we weren't, I don't think there was no way I was normal summoning. I'd already used my normal summon stuff, so Lancia plus Droll. Nice. Yeah, no, we'll let him play a little bit. Eaglin effect. Yeah. Throw down Lancia. See if this gets called by the grave here. Sweet. And we'll just throw Droll here. Huh. So I don't get the ability to... Oh, because it immediately has to normal summon. Yeah, well. Throw Droll. He already has Impen, so... Oh, man, okay. We can almost just kill him with, With just Tempai. That's almost what we can do here. I feel like we just go... I think we go on for Black Rose there, I feel like. Dimensional Barrier. Calling Synchro. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I have Lancia Light. I can go... I've already normal summoned. Let's see here. Is it just send Blaster, pop, or attempt to pop this? Or is it send that, search? But then what do I search? Do I search out? Send that, search that. Yeah, in case he has Ash. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab ourselves Blaster here. Oh, I could technically go Blaster Pop, but if I wanted to, we'll just attempt to go this. Oh, it resolves. Oh, okay. I feel like we just go here and Tidal. And then we can go here. Banish from Grave. Grave. Summon here. Use that banish. I'm playing in a nib, right? So yeah, he must have nothing because there's no prompts or anything. I really don't want to have to ban. It's all right. It's level 1. Do I just go battle or? Let's see. Do this overlay. What's the attack of? Do this overlay. I think they should be. Oh, I'd have to summon out another Redox, which I guess wouldn't be super terrible. Yeah, let's just do it. I can go Disaster. Yeah, I think it's just whack, 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 yeah. That's ridiculous. I deserve to lose this. Yep, I deserve to lose this, man. Literally, instead of making this, I make it Flared Metal and pass. Oh, man. All right, so I can make Disaster, which I don't want to because I have 2 disruptions. I'll just end phase. That sucks, chat. Oh, I should have just made Rare Metal, Flared Metal, but I wasn't calculating. I was trying to get too much to lethal. I should have. Make Metal Flare. He can't. Bogus, dude. Bogus, bogus. Chainlink 1. Rabina. So we can have back Rabina, normal summon Rabina. Yeah, no, that's okay. He'll normal summon Rabina. At Guy. Okay, yeah, we're okay. I think we're okay. Normal summon Rabina. Effect Rabina. Yeah, we'll go here. He's already exhausted Rabina. He fires off a spell, like one of the quick plays. I think 1 banishes for cost, so I mean, that's still pretty crazy. Yep. We'll just negate this. Yeah, see, we'd have won by now. Ugh. I gotta remember Red Eye's Flare Metal exists. Oh, it really doesn't matter, because he just goes Toucan, right? It searches the ostrich. That's just so crazy, dude. Oh, man. Red Eye's Metal Flare would have done it, too. Through here, that's for sure. Oh, thanks, dude. Shouldn't this... Darn. They will, man. They absolutely will. Oh. That was supposed to trigger. Wow. Yeah, DDD that's why I don't think high keying wave Caesar's ever going anywhere, man. Caesar's gonna hang around for a while. This is so upsetting, dude. I should have just overlaid for Red Eye's Metal Flare Dragon. And that's just insanely upsetting. He can use another one. Oh, because this negates activation, huh? Negate the activation, yep. Well, we'll have a graveyard full of stuff, so maybe we'll get lucky. Because this right here says... he gets attack positions, right? Normal summon... attack position, yeah. Featherstorm. Are you serious, dude? I am so sick of being just cooked by these... by the algorithms. Featherstorm is going to hurt quite a bit, actually. Hmm. Hmm. And these guys can't activate. So I think we do this. I'm at 870. Yeah, we just try to go in phase. We just try to go in phase. I ain't even Featherstorm. Dude, this deck is just... I'm not even gonna, like, rant too much, but this deck is hot garbage. So it's hot garbage, but it needs cards like this to be able to, like, do what it needs. Given that, what's his name? We wouldn't be here if I just was smart and just overlaid frickin' Red Eye's Flare Metal, but... it is what it is. But, like, this deck, losing Shifter, this deck needs Featherstorm, which I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing, like, 3 of these things. Oh, I guess I could have overlaid for Spears, right? Yeah, maybe that was a corrector or a better line to do. Overlaying for Spears. DD, my number 2 behind Magistus, literally have been up 24 straight. How you doing, my man, Jared? Yeah, DDD looks kind of crazy. I have a list I want to kind of put... I promised Colt I'd show him after this Infernoble list, and then I want to probably put together... See, I should have made Spears. That's okay. I think I should be okay to play around this. He hasn't banished my Black Dragon yet, has he? No, Black Dragon's not gone. But, it contribute... I think it contribute one of my monsters, right? You can attribute summons that require 2 by sending 1 monster your opponent controls. Yeah, so he can potentially... I think he can potentially do... like, keep looping it. Is that another Featherstorm? Ridiculous. Yeah, we're not doing this, dude. This is so stupid. So stupid a card like that exists. Wild. But again, I should have won it because I should have made Metal Flare. It's my own fault. I think it's this right here. Is this it? This should be it, but where's Dark Flare Swordsman? Yeah, I think this is it. For Colt, yeah. Doing good, man, doing good. Yeah, so this is the noble list I'm testing, and this is exact. So like Nib and Effect Veiler are being played just simply because they have synergy with Dark Flare Swordsman. Not a synergy with Dark Flare Swordsman. Nib's always been decent in the deck because you summon Nib, and then going second, you can use Museum or your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Durandal to go ahead and equip to search out the 1-card combo. And this card's just kind of crazy in itself. Effect Veiler, if you see one of your 4 copies of Flare Swordsman, you can just normal summon this and go combo that way direction there. This is pretty much it. It has a lot of thought and theory behind it, and it works pretty well. The 2 traps do suck, but at the same time, they're disruptions if you draw them going first. So if you get hit with hand traps, they are settable. You don't ever want to see either of them. If you see one, it's all right, I guess. But if you see both of them, that's just bad variance, and that's why 43 cards, you probably shouldn't see both of them, but it's bound to happen. It just gives, like, the Flame Swordsman stuff. I wish this card did more than what it does, or it was better than what it does, because the Flame Swordsman is just a superior, like, when you think of, like, normal summons, it just has so many, like, layers of interruptions that can need to hit it. Whereas, like, if you normal summon Uppercutter, it just gets hit with Ash Blossom, turns over, right? Potentially turns over, whereas this card, like, that you normal summon it, but then if you're able to synchro it off, it does something. This card, like, very much reminds me of, like, a Neptibus, in the sense of it requires, like, 2 hand traps to correct it. Or to check it, I should say. So it's very upsetting that this stuff didn't, like, bridge, like, this card didn't bridge into Noble Knights, or Fire Warriors in general, so that way, like, you could play 3 of this and this, so then, like, you could normal this, search this somehow bridge into a level 1 tuner, and do that route, so then, like, this card's almost like a Neptibus-like effect, but I mean, we gotta take what we get, right? Like, but it's pretty, I mean, it's still pretty solid. It's still banking on the 1-card combo with Uppercutter, and you have multiple 2-card lines to get to it, whether it be this plus Durandal, this plus that. Even if you still open your level 1, like Ricciardetto, wherever he's at, Ricciardetto plus any of these, which you play multiple copies of that. You have multiple ways to get to a 2-card combo, especially, like I said, with Nib. When you're going second, Nib into a board, and then equip normal summon, go that route. However, going second, you probably don't want to do that. I look at also side-out patterns. I have a pretty solid side-out pattern, like right here. When I know I'm going second, Realm and Fusion go in, meaning that I could potentially push for lethal with the Ultimate Flame Swordsman. OSS, we need a Zolback. OSS can probably, arguably, is like an insane card in its own right. As much as I would like OSS back, I'd rather have Isolde back because, like, Isolde's banned only in the TCG. I think the OSS might be... No. OSS is hit over here, but, like, the Wanted package in some form is hit in the OCG. So I actually really think if they gave Isolde back OSS, you need to limit Wanted and put Witch to 1 or something like that. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. This deck does have, like, I'm telling you, man, it's pretty cool. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this right here is full combo. Drawing the 1 trap. But, like, so take this note right here is, like, for some reason, simulators, their algorithm puts 1-ofs constantly to your hand, where in, like, practical play, like, I could shuffle up right now with the actual deck with the 1 proxy that I have built, and I probably wouldn't see the 1-of that much. Like, this right here is, like, a poor hand, but at least it's combo, right? Pretty okay hand right here. Sucks drawing these right here. So, like, if you look at your normal summon list, you pretty much have, like, 5 dedicated normal summons in the sense of 3 Uppercutter, the Fighting Flame Swords, and Ogier are, like, the 5 dedicated normal summons. But the cool thing about this deck is all the bad cards that you don't want to see, like, worst case Malgus, worst case Turpin, worst case this guy, have all synergy with Renault, which then gets you to combo, which is what I like to do. Yeah, me too, man. I wish Connector could come back. I wish we could have access to it. Because I feel like this deck and Mermails would be almost on the same level, you know, like, do the same thing if the Connector was back, because, like, it'd just be like, look at the extra, you know, hand knowledge, but without, again, after you play Mermails, it just feels kind of bad, like, without playing, it just feels bad playing any of their combo deck, essentially. But But like shuffle it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combo right there. Let's do opening, drawing 2 disruptions when going second. Still going, you know, super strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This right here is okay combo with these. Just this guy and Valor by itself is combo. So like you can hold Museum, Durandal, and the Fighting Flame Sword for something else, which is wild. But this right here, this combo, this hand right here is combo without committing your normal summon. So that means you can like hold this for something different as well. It does kind of suck that we drew this and this, but I mean, it is what it is. That can search out different things. This right here is combo with drawing 2 two impactful hand traps called by the grave. 3 non-engine, essentially. Combo right here. We do draw Spar, which sucks, which probably shouldn't see Spar in this, like, but it is what it is. This right here is combo through disruptions pretty hard, especially like if you lead up with Uppercutter and you end up eating hand traps. You still have access to Renault to go into Angelica. Angelica eats a hand trap, it's still okay. You just have different lines, like, potentially to be hit through this, especially with Museum and the Fighting Flame Sword. Being able to fire this off, getting access to the Dark Flare Swordsman, and then using it to summon itself out to go ahead and summon out the Flame Swordsman to get you access to the Flame Sword Dance, and then through your sequence you get access to this. So your inboard is always going to be like 2 Book of Moons through Disruption, which is not terrible. That's something else, so you got to kind of like... You'll make Angelica here, and she'll get with a hand trap, and normally that'd be so frustrating, it'd make you so mad, but like you set Angelica, you set your 2 Book of Moons, you have probably 1 or 2 non-engine in hand, pass, and then you play on your turn 3 because you've exhausted their resources, their Book of Moons. And then potentially you have the ability to use the Salamander chain here to fuse out Ultimate Flame Swordsman. So you're going to be able to whack in for a lot of like lethal damage, which is pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. I really do enjoy this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combo right here, especially drawing these 2 right here. Why didn't we ever see like this right here? Like, we go first, man. We never see anything like this. It'd be nice to see this. This right here is almost like winning regardless. And then even if they have like Nibiru, it's literally we're going to end on 2 Book of Moons through Nibiru, which would be kind of wild. Anti-Nib line right here. Pretty cool with 2 disruptions. So we'll go in second. This hand's not super strong, but it's combo. This is probably like the biggest... This right here is like pretty much another equip spell, so like it's okay seeing this. It's not the end of the world. But we do have like pretty much combo through like high impact hand traps in a way. You start with this, summon this, make Angelica, you get disrupted, Angelica leaves, you normal this, summon back out to level 4, make roll in, and then you can potentially climb depending what you get access to through that, which is pretty cool. This combo, simply because you can just normal summon effect whether make Angelica. You have talents to potentially look at the hand. You can lead with Flame Sword to potentially search out something if you wanted to. You could, no, because we already opened up Flame Sword Dance, so I don't think Flame Sword here could add 1 card from your deck that mentions Flame Swordsman. You could search out your other trap. Like, you could, there's different lines and stuff. Like, the deck is pretty sweet. I ain't gonna... This hand loses to an imperm, but can play through some different things. Not terrible. Like, as you can see, like, almost every time we go through here, like, our hands aren't, like, bad at all. They're playable. This right here, you know, search Renault. Like, again, we're just looking for combo. In a way, like, every hand should be able to play combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 card combo right here. Super strong. The cool thing with the 1 card combo, if you open the 1 card combo plus, like, Renault, when you go to Dempsey, instead of just adding the Renault, you send the Fighting Flame Swordsman to dump Salamandra to go ahead and add yourself your Salamandra chain. So the 1 card combo, but the 1 card with opening Renault becomes better. Back, did you beat Best of Flu Guy? I did not. Should have, but your boy here, I goofed. I threw it, man. I threw it. I was too focused on lethal, trying to get to lethal, that I didn't realize that I have Flare Metal in my extra deck. So it's like, even if I didn't get to lethal, I should have just been able to... I should have poked for all that damage, overlaid for Flare Metal, or just overlaid for Flare Metal poke, and then he gets 2 effects, and we cook him. But alas, I did not see it, which is super upsetting. But again, really solid hand right here. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and go right here. Throw this. We'll look at DDD here in a second. We got time. We got time. I got the whole deck right here all ready to play. The only thing I want to figure out is some extra deck space. trying to fit some sort of like super strong Mirage Sword. Mirage Knight cannot be normal summon special by Dark Flare Knight and cannot be special. They should have made. It's so upsetting that the retrain of this card. Oh, you guys can't see. The retrain of this card was just so terrible. Like, again, like what is Konami doing? What is Konami doing? Run a quick hand real quick for you guys just to see. The blank cards of Flare Swords Knight. Got me in here wanting to do test hands and run through hypotheticals here. Because it's easier to do testing with, like, IRL cards, because simulators, it's hard to, like... I don't know how the other content creators do it, but you can put, like, hand traps in the hand, you know? I don't know how to do that yet. So tap and cut. Look at the hand. Our first hand's going to be Rhoda. Tactics. Cross out. Oh, my God. Imperm. So we get to go first. This hand is totally insane. We could go Anti-Nibiru if we wanted to, but we have cross out. That's another cool thing is we are playing. So I feel like we just disrespect it, go for the one card. Because we can get, yeah. Or is that the, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll just go Rhoda into, to show you guys what I was talking about. Rhoda here into Uppercutter. We'll just keep you here, buddy, because we're going to get you here in a second. And then, of course, they hand trap us. We just punish them because we're goated in this hand here, which we'll never see this hand again. Effect to go ahead and grab. Well, this, we normal summon that, add that, and then effect add Renault. Add Renault. Then we just special summon out the Boxer. Overlay Boxer here for Dempsey. That's just kind of crazy. Dempsey effect to send. So this is what I was talking about. So you end up sending the Fighting Flame Swordsman because you already have access to Renault. So send this. This effect will trigger to send this, and this will affect to add the Salamander Chain. Effect detach. Special effect add back. Special here. Go right here for Angelica. Angelica effect to go ahead and search our museum. Like I said, anytime they try to hand trap us, we do have tactics and crossouts, so we're just going to pretend that we're going to be able to delete 2 disruptions. Effect there to go ahead and search out Almus. Effect of the Salamandra to attempt to equip Angelica. Chain her effect. You go ahead and send Ogier, not Turpin. It's an Ogier. She'll banish herself. Summon out Roland. They see us Roland. Effect to equip, effect of Museum to move forward, effect to dump. So you can like pivot here into SP Little Knight too if you wanted to. We don't have to because we're going to get access to Gearfried, which is a monster negate. Then you just synchro here. Roll Chuck. Equip to Chuck. Link into Emperor. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Add back Gearfried. Gearfried effect. Go ahead and banish Durandal. Summon itself. You set... I mean, even if you don't count these right here, you set this. During the end phase, you get to pick up Almus. This will come back. You equip from the deck Malgus. And you're ready. Riptorn ready to go. So, like, that's still 4 disruptions. Which is, like, yeah, 4 disruptions of Book of Moon. Kind of wild. Not to mention our non-engine up here. That we we luckily drew. Going first, that would have been insane. Going second, impermanence and triple T would have gone far. Cross out would be also nice to check other hand traps and everything. But again, and then we're gonna get to put back 3 cards and draw cards. So we can put back the Durandal, we can put back the Fighting Flame Swordsman, so it's live. We'll put back Spar. Put back Renault if we need to. But yeah, the other line is instead of sending this, you send Turpin, and then you just reborn Turpin. Turpin and this make SP, and then your inboard is this SP plus the Book of Moon. So you do get to, it's no different. It's just Gearfried's just a solid negation nonetheless. But I just can't wait to tinker with this deck again. I don't know if it'll be the deck I play for Nats, but after Nats, we're gonna go hard. Gonna go hard. Jibby, my man. Yeah, that format, or that, like, diverse format. Where I think it was Dune, right? Where it was, like, Unchained, Kashtira, Infernoble, Pearly. Like, that was such, like, a decent format, man. Such a decent format. Crazy. So, like, even here, like, this is, like, one card combo with extenders, right? Which is kind of interesting. I'm taking out Oliver, because Oliver, the effect, like, doesn't come up a lot. Most of the times when I open Oliver, I'd rather be Renault, and at the end phase, you're always going to equip Malgus regardless, so, like, this guy only comes up in, like, weak situations. So I'd rather, like, there's more times where I'd rather Oliver have been, like, a Renault than the times I wish Oliver to equip to Charles. So it's probably going to be double Renault, which would suck here, but it is what it is. Normal effect, they in-perm rash us, then we just follow up with the Renault, go here, and then, yeah. Then it's off to the races. But again, like I told you, since we open Renault and Uppercutter, we can just go through the same line of getting access to the Book of Moon, so we get to put a layer disruption on our board, which is super awesome. And by layer, I mean there's front row, back row disruptions, which is pretty cool. Run one more, and then we'll hop back over Omega. Maybe we'll grind one or a few more with Dragon Rulers. And we'll take a look at DDD before. Guys, here in a little bit, I gotta go fight for Super Earth and democracy. Do a quick cut. Alright, let's see what we get here. Rhoda. So, this is full combo. Which is kind of crazy. Crazy I haven't been able to show you guys, like, the new Flame Swordsman stuff through here. We've just been doing standard Infernoble stuff, which... come on. Better one to get you into the Flame Swordsman engine. I don't understand. There's no way for her to do that. Because Durandal has to add... Durandal adds you a level 5, and the new Flame Swordsman's level 6. So you already have to equip it to a monster already, and there's just no need to. If OSS was still around, I think you could potentially play it as... Because I think that was part of the thing, right? OSS was like a one-card... Or the Wanted was a one-card combo because of it bridging into Bradamante. Because the mirrors, but man, Infernoble navigating through hand traps was so... Dude, yeah. That's why I've drifted to Mermail, is because Mermail feels almost like the same way. It feels almost the same nostalgia feeling of navigating through hand traps. Yeah, Bradamante, she just doesn't... She doesn't bridge to the Flame Swordsman stuff, if that's what you're wondering. Because at the point in which you're going to go Bradamante, you're going to go Bradamante into, like, Durandal. Durandal is going to search you level 5 or lower, and that's going to search you the level 4 guy that's already a normal summons, but you've already normal summoned, so... I wish that this guy was level 5, because then, yes, I'd agree with you. I'd agree it would be probably an ideal scenario, because then you could bridge into... You could go Bradamante, go to Durandal, Durandal to grab you the Fighting Flame Swordsman, but he just doesn't do it. Sadly. Konami and their card designing. It was peak, dude. I still... Navigating through hand traps still feels so good in any deck, really. Being able to successfully navigate through hand traps, especially in the formats where we've been facing, where there's been like 15 more floating around. Imperm, Spar, Ash, Turpin, and Call By. So this is a good old brick hand. Unplayable. It do be that way, though. Not much more can be done. We set through on Omega and stuff and did a bunch of hands too, and we always open playable, so that's the first like unplayable hand we've seen while like running through hands. Uppercutter, Fighting Flame Sword. There we go. We finally Nibiru, Gearfried. So this is actually pretty crazy. So as long as Droll runs around, you can just fire this off in the draw phase. Search out Fighting Flame Swordsman. And then you can go... So this is interesting because it's... The Fighting Flame Swordsman doesn't really help us with Uppercutter, does it? Because if Uppercutter gets answered, we're still kind of in a weird scenario. So we go effect in hand. Send the dragon. Summon. I guess we could just follow with the normal summon here. Effect, if they throw Imperm or something at this, we can chain this. But if they answer that, it's pretty crazy. Chain, go search out. I mean, this is kind of like, kind of shows the weakness, but like the strength of it too. Like this hand too, like not all hands are going to be like this, but you go into this, effect of this on summon, add Sword Dance. If they Imperm, and then you can just like overlay here for Dempsey, the Dempsey effect on summon. You can send or add. Probably want to add a Fire Warrior. Let's see here. Probably just add Renault for recursion, right? Add Renault. Effect to detach. I guess we don't even have to do effect, right? Well, yeah, we want to go ahead. Oh, no, we don't. We don't. Hold up. So we can go effect a special, add back the Fighting Flame Swordsman, link 2 into SP. Effect of Fighting Flame, you need to go ahead and send Salamandra, which is going to go out of us the Salamandra chain. And that is pretty much the end board. Assume, like, right there. But, like, that's what I'm talking about is, like, with opening or non-engine, assuming our one-card combo gets stopped, we still end on SP for an interruption, Book a Moon, double hand trap, and we're still pretty solid. Arguably, we should have not added, we should have linked synchroed, we should have detached and added this back, so that way we had a normal summon warrior the following turn, so then we could have a normal summon, you know what I mean, to make angelic instead of adding back the flame swordsman, the dark flare knight. But yeah, I mean that's what it goes, right? So like you Book a Moon, you Salamandra with chain, you ash him, you nib him. Cool thing is like Knight banishing leaves us open. And the cool thing is once Knight's gone, your board should look something like this, like assuming like you stop them and everything. Your board should like maybe look something like this, right? So then you draw for your turn. I don't care what we draw, just to show you guys. You can turn this right here into Link Spider. And then you have the ability to banish here. Diffuse these two into the Ultimate Flame Swordsman if you want. You can hold it. I'd actually recommend holding it, trying to bait some more cards, like depending on their hand size with Nib and stuff. But the real reason is so you can go here into Promethean effect to go ahead and bring back out Uppercutter. The Uppercutter effect to go ahead and search out your Spar, and then you just try to combo off that way. And if you nib them, depending if they just have a token outside, you're going to be able to climb up and nib and hurt them anyway, because are you going to be able to climb up into Charles, pop the nib token, and then you're in, but you just establish more disruptions. They have, like, resources left. So, I mean, yeah, that's what's cool about, like, those, like, weaker boards, where it's just, like, it doesn't seem like a lot. It seems like SP plus that, but if you start with that, you have more than what you think, because as soon as they solve the Flame Swordsman, you're going to be able to fuse into the Ultimate Flame Swordsman on your turn, which Ultimate Flame Swordsman can be pretty detrimental that way. Especially, again, since you're going to have the ability to equip a bunch of things to him, because you'd be able to equip the little Salamandra. You'd probably be able to get access to the big Salamandra as well, and then this thing can, like, swing twice and does, like, it's like 1,400 extra attack, so it's 42 swinging twice, battle phase effect, double battle damage. Be kind of whack. But yeah, let's run back over to Omega real quick. We'll run one more. Let's just save this real quick. Play some old dank rulers. I'm telling you, variance is a thing in this game that just drives me nuts sometimes. Like, it's such a, like, it's something that favors you sometimes, but it's also something that just flat out gets you. So we get to go first. All right. Let's do this. Oh, hold up. That sucks, Strong Genroku. Well, well, well. Let's see what this does here. Scareclaw against the board of hand traps is still making a giant board is definitely... It's all really satisfying for sure. He thought on it. What? Oh, well. That's stupid. I'm totally misclicking here. Alright, so we got mold shummied. Okay, well. So if we summon from the extra deck, huh? Uh-huh. Feel like we just do spears. Grab herself. Man, I think do we grab? No, we don't want to play. I think we could have grabbed Nebulous there, but that's... Yeah, so we go here. Let's banish this. Well, at this point, we don't care. Let's send it. Let's give it to him. All four. Technically, I can make... Okay, we ball. We just gotta send it. Oh. Wild. Let's just get nibbed. Yep. Sweet. Let's see here. So do we special summon Fadra? I'm still under. That's so crazy. We can't imperm me now, I guess, right? Let's go this. Wild. Yep, you had to shuffle back randomly, but this is still gonna be brutal. Brutal, man. Brutal. It sucks. I feel like it just goes to battle phase, right? Oh, it's this deck. Yeah, that's... He probably drew call by. Oh, maybe not. I have a pretty... I mean, that's the cool thing about... I think he's going to be able to get it. Well, maybe not. Let's hold it, because I don't know if they can out a giant token. I think they can. Yeah, they can add a token, yeah. Sky Cavalry, duh. Okay, so... yeah, we'll finish. We'll get them. I mean, it wasn't maybe... I just feel like Spear's Pass wasn't good enough. I mean, arguably, maybe it was. Maybe Spear's Pass, Tribute, summon out the Drago. They have to go battle phase to, you know, play. Maybe that was, like, the smart thing to do. And then I survive a turn, and then I could do all the Dragon Ruler stuff. And then... yeah, maybe that was the smart thing to do. We'll go first. Activate this, pitch, activate this, pitch that, summon out that. Does he have another Molcharmy? Probably Ash Blossom, actually. No, he doesn't. So no Molcharmy, no Ash Blossom. Okay. Okay. Bucko. That's 3 summons. I need a normal summon here. Let's see here. Send title. It doesn't matter what we send. And then we'll send Blaster. Okay, so I gotta keep a dragon in my hand. There's no point, yeah, because I don't have enough bodies. I thought I would be able to establish Eclipse here, but I don't have enough bodies. Banish, search. I could establish Eclipse, but I wouldn't have a dragon to reveal off of for Draco. And that would just suck. Yeah. Horrible, horrible. Throwing for days. Hope this is enough. I think that the sprites are all light and dark, I feel like, so... they're not. Gotcha. Fair enough. Should have paid attention more. But we'll just hold Chasma here. Sprins of Fire. Okay. Please tell me Gigantic is at least a lighter dark. It's literally holding electricity. Detach, pop that. 3 cards in hand. This can't get over anything. Screw it. We send it. Let's get body by variance. Because I think Blue's a light. Yes, okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, now let's... Stone Mold Chummy... not Lancia. That'd have been horrible. Swap it out. Yep. Let's get her done. Hopefully we can get it. Can we get one with Dragon Ruler tonight? Even though, like, a few losses have been... I always thought I was a medium shirt, but I guess I'm a small man. My brother just asked me what size shirt I wore, and I always thought I was mediums, but come to find out I'm a small guy. All right. Yeah, the flow one, just my fault, man. My fault, my fault, my fault. Gotta get better at that. About to say, we keep getting body, we're gonna have to whip out old Mermail and start ripping people's hands apart. I haven't touched Mermail in a hot minute, so I don't even know if I'd probably be rusty on the combos. That's the cool thing, like, I have so many decks from Nationals, like Mermail, stuff like that. Well, 3 non-engine, right? 1 car combo. Let's go. I mean, it's... Hate it. Sprite Blue is a dark, sweet. So I think I go Magnemite, search Druid Worm. Jet. Yeah. And then this right here lets you what? Like when special summon, there's this card, a quick effect opponent controls a monster if you... Or summons, yeah. Yeah, I better use this here. Because he's going to make Toad here. Dude, I always feel like they have this damn card. Like, it's just... I feel like they always have this. But we'll just hold the line. See here. So I attempt to use this. He uses red because red just says if you control a link / level 2 monster special that you can when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, treat one other level 2 rank 2. So he can literally tribute this, stop that. Yeah, no, we'll just build a wall, try to keep bodies on the field. Because we're gonna get Druid Swarm, we can try and force Druid Swarm potentially. No, he'll lock us out of Druid Swarm because of the... Well, he can use Druid Swarm during my turn too, so I mean, like, it's not super bad. Yeah, just, man, I always just feel like starter, like, this deck's... This is, like, the deck that lost their good link, too. Like, I relate with Sprite with Infernoble, man. Like, I get you. He searched... Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Well, of course, if they search it, they always have it. Am I right? Yeah, no, I don't want to... There's no point. I'm just going to have to read over everything and make sure I just go battle phase, worst case scenario, before I start playing. If a card is link summon, you can send... Well, this one has no... You can... If another monster is special summon while this card is on the field, you can detach raw material from an XYZ monster you control, target that monster. So yeah, I gotta, like, whack this guy. Yeah, no, I don't want to use that. What's this guy do? Detach material from this side, one Malphite card from your deck to your hand. Yeah, so I, like, just gotta go I kind of just gotta go battle phase and whack into... this, because if I special summon, he gets to trigger this to detach and bounce. So, like, technically... I think we just had Druid Swarm, right? And we just try to go battle phase. Oh, that's such a good draw, man. Okay. What's this dude? When the opponent targets this card for special summon, or if opponent monster targets this card for an attack, you return this card to the hand, then you can add one beast warrior. Is it just battle phase? Battle phase, whack, whack. Right? I don't think... Did he search double cross? I don't think he had access to. So let's see hard opened it, which algorithm... We all know how the algorithm is in this flipping game. So like if I'm going to see my one-ofs, he's going to see his one-ofs. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I see it. Let's just try and force battle phase. This can't do anything, right? You're shitting me. What the hell is this? Garbage, dude. Oh, this game drives me. Like, who even plays this? And he freaking hard opened it. Like, that's just so unfortunate, man. So unfortunate that... I think we're okay. We just got to play through Toad and... If we hold this, we can Disaster, I feel like. And Disaster... Potentially... I mean, I don't know if Disaster would be enough. Because this Spectral plus any discard's like Disaster. And I cannot... You have no Darks in your grave. Yeah. Dude. Quick question. Do you do deck reviews? My friend Noble List has been getting rocked at locals, and I want to... Yeah, I mean, I could take a look at it and see. I'm not gonna, like... Infernoble's just rough to play right now, so don't take that at heart, you know? Yeah, just send it over to the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord. Yeah, no, we're okay. We'll just keep on. Sent from the hand. That card. Literally, this card just kind of cooks us. I think we're okay. Because he can trigger this. I can't use these, so I gotta solve this. So it's like banish, which sucks to do because of my names. I'm running out of... We'll see what he does. That's just insane. Like, this game irks me sometimes. Oh, wait a minute. He has a Toad still, so I mean, that's still pretty brutal, I feel like. Drew, I know, I kind of want to save Drew's to definitely solve for something, but we'll see what happens here. Because he has 3 forms of disruption right here, which blows my mind this card is even played, like, wild. But essentially, I think... Does Genroku lock me to dragons? I think Genroku. This card special... Yeah, so that does kind of suck. He's contemplating, because I get Sangan. I've already gone battle phase. It's just, like I said, I told you guys, like, variance in this game, like, the simulator favors one-ofs, and it's just, he sees, like, it was either going to be that cross. Add, or set. Yeah, we'll just add Sangan. Add to hand. Because I can force one no matter what. I feel like. I mean, like, I either get access to... Maybe I should have gone Genroku, 4/7, gone right for Black Rose. He's probably just holding. Because he knows I have Druiswarm. I have a Magnemite in graveyard, so he's going to Toad that. Okay. This is where we chain. Because that'll force that, possibly. Oh, but then this can just... Yeah, then this will trigger bouncing this back to hand. Rough. And we just get cooked by this right here. This hard beats us. Okay, so... Let's see. Once per turn, during your main phase, you have to top card your deck has a fire dragon since engraved, and if you do, gains 1,000 attack for each... That's kind of crazy, but not going to help us here. Oh, wait a minute. Still no tuner access, so I mean, I can pitch this. I mean, I can activate this. Oh, I have to use... We're just gonna... I'm throwing chat. I feel so bad because I'm just like throwing. Should have linked off. Gonna tank my rating because I'm so bad. Yeah, I could have also gone just Black Rose 2 and force a lot of things. At least force one of the negates, but it is what it is. Can't get too upset with... Too upset. One ofs, dude. I'm insane, dude. Like, this ain't even that strong, to be honest with you. Like, I pitch this, and I get cooked by Ash Blossom, which is so upsetting. But, fuck it, we ball, right? It goes. That's insane that this even resolved. Okay. Resolution Droll. And this hand's not terrible. Does he have Bell, too? Droll and Bell? Nope, okay. Normal summon this. Let's see here. Dark. Yeah, all the level 7s I play is dark. Set. Yeah, let's go ahead and fire off this guy. Let's detach title. Oh, send title, detach this. Title effect, we'll go ahead and dump a card. He has something. I thought maybe it might... I thought maybe... Yeah, so, like... I'm getting slacked out by, like, just fear and stuff like that. I'm getting clapped by such janky stuff that I'm starting to get scared of cards that I shouldn't be getting scared of. Do I have all the dragons in rotation? I think I do. I think Simple Blaster, I guess. Go to phase. So he might have an imperm. And that's where I should have potentially filmed the redox, so I don't know. So as long as he doesn't have imperm, but he probably does. I definitely could have probably... Oh, no, he didn't. Well, bugger. We will take that. Uploaded. Thanks for this, man. Keep up the great work. If you want to, man, if you want to hang out, I'll definitely go take a look at it, and I can talk about stuff here on stream if you want. Just let me get cooked here by Nano. One Ash Blossom in a dream. And Drew, 3. That's just so wild, dude. I just cannot. So he makes this. Yeah, no. This guy lets him dump for cost. Yep, that's fine. He's going to get a draw card, which sucks, but... Bell. Get fucked, dude. Not happening, dude. Sorry. Ash Wrinkle. Yes, that's exactly what we just did here. Oh my god. Go and get Requiem out of frickin'. Watch this. We did it. We did it, boys. We did it. Finally, after tanking my rating back to silver, I was able to get a win with fucking Dragon Rulers. Eventually, the bad variants would not happen, right? All right, hang on, guys. My friend here. Let's see here. Discussions. I'm pretty sure you probably put it here. Where'd you send it to, my friend? Yeah, Haggy uploaded. Where am I? Am I missing it somewhere? Kind of Mega Crusader. Trying to find it. Here's what I mentioned. Oh, okay. Oh, you just have it on a list here. Okay, let's take a look at it here for you, my friend. Top deck list. That's okay, bro. That's okay. So you're on 3 Ash, 1 Spar, 1 Uppercutter, 3 Drawn Lockbird, 1 Fable Lori, 3 Smith Engraver, 1 Flint Lady, Gearfried, Renault, Ogier, 3 Ogier. Okay, so total 45. So I don't recommend playing 3 Ogier. It's the weak, like, it's just, it's not good by itself, and you would technically be playing 3 Uppercutter. So then you have like 6 normal summons, and like another thing to take note is a lot of these other cards, like Lacrima is also a normal summon, right? So you have like all these normal summons. So I would recommend playing it at 1. I know the Fiendsmith stuff has like synergy because of the equips and everything. Then 1 Almus, 2 Durandal. You can get away with 1 Durandal if you play 2 Museum, which you do. You can get away with 1. Playing the Holy 3, I think. Did I see a triple T? I would fit in a triple T somewhere in the list. So you have like 3 good solids. So the 33% chance of opening 1 of triple T cross out or call by. The track's necessary for that. I think that looks pretty. I mean, outside of like that and that, if you cut down to 2, that puts you at 43 cards, which is exactly the same thing that I'm playing. Wise, but that would definitely get you there. But as far as non-engine, it looks like you're playing 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and that's all you can fit in. So yeah, and 3 impermanents. So like you have 9. I don't think so. As much as I would love to tell you that 9 is a good number, 9 just doesn't cut it. You'd have to like get 12 or more cards. You could possibly cut Flint Lady, but again, I see like the theme of like 2 bodies get you the Fiendsmith combo, right? At the bare minimum. Oh no, you have 2 nibs too. Okay, hold up. I just see that 2 nibs. So 2 nibs. Oh man, I like describing what's happening, my man. Describe to me what's happening to you at locals. Like what is happening? Are you just not able to play through a lot of stuff? And if you're able to not play through stuff, why is that happening? Is it because like you're opening Uppercutter and no extender, or you're opening like extenders but like Fiendsmith cards, like what's happening? Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what's happening to you at locals. I think your extra deck looks fine too. I'm just going over it, looking at it real quick, because this is like the Fiendsmith variant, so you're playing it. Lancia, Crow. I would not play Crow just because I would play something like, maybe you have to play Crow. I wouldn't play Twin Twisters. I'd play Lightning Storms if you have them. I'd play 3 Fenrir, 1 Rise Heart. I do Lightning Storms instead of the Twin Twisters because sometimes you need cards in hand. 11 hand traps and trying to guarantee 2 bodies to get the Fiendsmith and brick hands or heavy hand trap. That's insane. You're getting cards of heavy hand traps, considering you're playing like almost like the bare minimum you need. So like that might be just bad variance in a way, which yeah, I don't understand. Like the game's like truly confusing to me because there's such thing as just bad hands. Like literally, you might be getting cursed by the simulator effect IRL. So yeah, I would cut down the normal summons for sure. I don't think 3 Ogier is necessary. You technically play... You already want a normal summon uppercutter. 6 normal summons if you include like the weaker normal summons, which you have to include the Lacrima, Malgus, Ogier, and stuff like that. You'd have to incorporate them as being weaker normal summons because them as normal summons plus any access to Renault is still infinable combo. So they're like weaker. They're like those normal summons you don't want to have to normal summon. So you play a lot of them. Blue Eyes, Malice, Ubel, Atlanteans. All right, so walk me through, man. Tell me what happened. On combos, okay. So you struggle to play through 2 hand traps on most combos. What were your opening hands? Because this is like a prime example. I should say this is a prime. This might be a prime example of why I'm not a big fan of certain engines being played in certain decks, per se. I'd like to hear what happened to you. Because I can see where opening just the uppercutter... I mean, like, it statistically, man, like, even with the hands you're seeing, if you open uppercutter, 3 non-engine, and your uppercutter eats an Ash, you still should have 3 or more non-engine. But I can also see where you open uppercutter plus Lacrima. And that's horrible. Also, since you are playing Luri, you're playing, like... Luri has no synergy with any of the noble cards, you know. Luri only has synergy with that. Lacrima is a force, so that is nice because, like, at least if you can get out Lacrima and you have a level 1 tuner, but you gotta remember, Oliver's your only way to get a level 1 tuner out because Ronaldo don't work with it. It could just be a card count issue, man. In the sense of like what you're trying to do, the card count could cause in some inconsistencies. Lost to heavy hand traps. He had Primite and Wishes both games, dude. And every time I played Blue Eyes and I had Wishes, it always got Ash with the quickness. And then I play against Blue Eyes and I never have nothing to Ash there, just to stop their ding. I could play a deck full of Ash Blossoms and still wouldn't see an Ash to stop their Wishes. It's wild. Beat Malice 2-1 with some strong boards. I drew good hand and trap. Drew good hand traps. Okay. Like, describe to me the most common bad hand that you're talking about, because that's why we got a deck doctor, right? We got to see, like, what is the average bad hand that you've been getting, because clearly, like you said, you've been experiencing a lot of bad hands. So, like, what's the average bad hand for this variant or for you look like? Because I can tell you drawing double Ogier would suck, but if you draw Ogier plus away to an extender, potentially could be better. Oh, well. So the Haggy, the Ubel board, Ubel, you can't really... Yeah, that's... that will be that. If they, like, straight gas and whoop you through your board, there's not much you can do about it. Ubel is just one of those decks that don't have any restrictions on them, period. And they just are able to utilize some of the best, like, cards in the game because they don't have any restrictions. So yeah, it do be happen like that. It do inevitably do be happening. And you know what? Actually, since we're sitting here, I'll wait for Haggy to reply in the chat here. But probably the reason we ended up beating Live Twin was because they drew nothing but non-engine, no starters, because that deck can play an excessive amount of non-engine. And yeah, that's my argument, man. You play so much, you're allowed to play so much non-engine. It's got to brick you up sometimes, or my deck should be able to play through your non-engine. So, Getting stuck on one starter with no extension. Uppercutter can just awkwardly sit there on a hand trap. Yep, absolutely. So I'm pro uppercutter, but I'm going to take away my bias of uppercutter and just say that you need cards to go past uppercutter. You need cards to extend past that. And you do play a lot of cards to go up beyond uppercutter, right? You play 3 Heritage of Chouse, which is literally three names of Renault. You play 2 Museums, more Renaults. You play 2 Durandal and 1 Almas, more names of Renault to potentially stand to pass. But also, like, that's also if your uppercutter gets hit with something, those are also names that get you into spar, which you just continue on with the 1-card combo. But then the other 3 cards in your hand must either be cards like, you know, Fiendsmith stuff. But, like, if they're Fiendsmith stuff, they must be the bad Fiendsmith. It must not be Engraver. It must not be Track. You must be opening Lacrima with uppercutter. Or you must be opening uppercutter plus, like, Roland, or, not Roland, Ogier. And that's also something I was going to say. I would not main deck the Roland. I would not main deck Angelical's Angel Ring. Those cards are very bad going first. You want to side those in because they're bricks. You'd rather side them in when you know you're going first and you have the potential to set the board with them. Otherwise, you risk drawing into awkward hands like where they don't do anything, especially Angelica's Ring. What's good, Jose? How you doing, my man? At the end of the day, my opinion is not gospel by any means. You play the deck the way you want to play it. With Fiend is to make Caesar to insulate versus Nib. Yep, I understand that completely. But by trying to get that insulation, there's a lot of cards like that's why I assume you're playing 3 Engravers, so that you're hopefully opening Engraver plus combo, so that way you establish a High King, then you normal summon and go. So yeah, like I get it. I understand. But this might be just kind of the, how do you put it? The dichotomy of the Fiendsmith variant, in the sense of the best card in the deck, and I will die on the hill, is Renault. Renault's ability to inherently summon itself, become a tuner, grab any Noble Arm Fire Warrior back from the graveyard. It is arguably the best, it's not a starter, but it is the best extender the deck has access to. And a majority of decks trying to work with Infernoble, it has no synergy. That's why I'm a huge fan of the Flame Swordsman stuff, as I was showing, because they're all Fire Warriors. They work with the best card in your hand while allowing you to do the things the other engines do. Not the same, but differently. Yeah, you're like I said, if I was you, I would cut down. If you cut down Ogier to 1, cut and move the 2 card, the Ring and the Roland to side, that puts you down to 41 cards. You throw in triple Tactics talent to increase your ability. Then you'd have a 33% chance of drawing either Crossout, Call By, or Talents. And those cards can potentially get you out of those situations. You increase your chances of seeing those in conjunction with your hands. Maybe that's that, because then you're down to 42. And I know people are going to be like, oh, 3 cards don't make all the difference, but in a hypogeometric calculator, they do. They add up. The cards do potentially make a difference. So like that puts you to a 42 card list, I think. And that alone might be well enough. But like by moving it, like I understand like trying to see Ogier, but yeah, I would just, if I was you, I'd cut Ogier to 1, move the Roland and the Angelic Ring to side, put Triple T in, unless I'm just overlooking here, because I definitely could have overlooked Triple T, but I don't see it. So then put Triple T in. You should be at a 42 card deck list, and that should be pretty good. So it's very difficult. I don't think your Fiendsmith lineup is bad at all. I think like, so you're trying to establish, and you would arguably want the best Fiendsmith to see is Engraver. You play Lacrima, and Lacrima has some cool synergy because it's a level 4. So like you can potentially you can Crimson out Lacrima, Requiem out Lacrima, and then that's half of an Angelica, right? So there's like, I don't think your Fiendsmith lineup is bad at all. I think 3 Engraver, 1 Track, 1 Lacrima. That's pretty good, man. I think that's pretty solid. You have the Necro Clip and stuff in the great. You have everything set up for that. I think maybe just the normal summons and the Roland and the Angelica. Like I said, you could even arguably cut down Durandal, because Durandal. So I used to be pro 2 Durandal, but ever since I moved to playing 1, 1's just fine. I've not regretted playing 1. You can search it. You can put it back with Malgus. It's, you know, it's doable. It's another extender name, so like I do understand. But if you want to keep playing 2 Durandal, you can still keep it. But it's just trying to probably get to that crisp 40. Because when you have 1 card combos, such as like Uppercutter, that doesn't have any searcher outside of itself, You need to play close to 40 so that you can you have a 33% chance to open it. And then, but the cool thing is again, since you're playing Fiendsmith, you literally can go in Engraver, pitch, search track, summon Lori, Lincoln. Then you can like go Durandal to equip to any of your Fiendsmith stuff, search the Uppercutter, and then do that way. So you have a lot of like 2-card iterations that get you to the 1-card combo and potentially get you protected underneath High Wave King Caesar. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, arguably also you could cut Flint. Like, here's what I would do, man. Well, I don't know. I would also recommend cutting Flint Lady, but I also understand playing Flint Lady because you 2 bodies make Moon, right? So at the worst case scenario, you are going to be, I know might be harsh, but you're a worse Fiendsmith deck. So, but the cool thing about Fiendsmith is 2 bodies get you to Fiendsmith combo if you don't open well, or if you get, your back blown out by hand traps. So, Flint Lady, I do see lodging that. I would maybe even say move Flint Lady down to 0 and move Nib up to 3 to make your hand trap count be a consistent 3, 3, 3, and then 3 in perm. So that way you have the ability to consistently... It increase your consistency by like 11% maybe. I think 11% to see, to see a Nibiru. It's some sort of geometric stuff. So I do recommend adding in that hand trap. An additional hand trap for Mercenary. I own the full Flame Swordsman stuff. Great idea. So here's the thing, right? I don't recommend playing the full Flame Swordsman stuff until we get the Dark Flare Knight, because you lose 1-card combo with the Flame Swordsman stuff, because the Fighting Flame Swordsman is not a 1-card combo. You have to have access to a tuner to get to it. So until we get the Dark Flare Swordsman, which allows you to special summon it out from the deck so you can reserve your normal summon for like a tuner, it's not worth playing. But that's why in my list I was playing it as more like a wanted package. It was allowing me to establish half of Angelica while getting to layer disruptions through the sense of the traps and stuff like that. That's something that I was experimenting with. And it also increased the 2-card combo capacity of the deck too, was what I was experimenting with. I don't recommend playing it until Dark Flare Knight comes out. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong. There's still, I mean, I think arguably the Flame Swordsman has been the only Infinite Noble variant to do well over in Europe, and like it's, their national and their like levels and stuff. It's the only list to like get success. Even during when we still had OSS, it was the Flame Swordsman stuff was the only thing able to represent in like anything like regional level or higher. So that's the only advice I have. But if you do decide to go to Flame Swordsman, definitely do three of the normal summon. Then you got to increase. I'd probably increase Renault up to like possibly 2 or 3. Do that route. Since the deck comes out in TCG, Neo, man, sadly the hit to Toad kind of hurt me. I haven't looked into anything since then because I've just been kind of pumped for everything else coming out. Like, it's the year of the Charles, man. Last year was like, I got rock bottom last year, but this is year of Charles. So many decks, so many like decks I enjoy are getting such good support. But losing access to Toad was pretty hurtful. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and see what other people are cooking to try and figure out what I'd want to do with Necros, because like losing the Toad means like a pure variant of the deck will struggle, because a pure variant was like Unicorn, Reed Bear, Toad, which is still super strong, but you had 2 ways to protect Unicorn from shutting them off with the extra deck, So I gotta grind and figure out if it's just gonna be a ritual pile, which I'm not a big fan of pile decks. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, man. Yeah. So chat, since I got a few of you here, what do you guys think? Should we just call stream tonight, stream tomorrow? Should we stream on in to do some Helldivers, fight for Super? Yeah, so that'd be my advice. To change it around. I think we'll cut it out here with from Alliance to combo and Infernoble, as long as a mother body can be made. It's Angelica. I've been testing Mitsurugi Necros. That's pretty. So Mitsurugi Necros. That actually might be pretty cool. No problem, Hagen. Like I said, none of my stuff is gospel. I'm speaking on just theory talk, and that's like the whole thing. So definitely test it out and try. It could just be kind of just a bad luck for you in a way. I've had it happen where you just take a list and you just get thumped with it, and it's no fault of the deck or you, except for just the variance of the game. So definitely do keep that in mind. Do keep that in mind, because it can happen, man. We'll probably rock out some test hands here. while we wait, while we wind down stream here. Yeah, the Mitsurugi stuff is probably wild, but nothing on Mitsurugi except for, like, the new kaiju locks you into reptiles, right? So, like, it can be played in other ritual piles. If I remember right, right? Bro, wild. While getting yourself a search for, like, a Necros monster. That's pretty cool, actually. Neo, that's actually pretty interesting. You might have to share me your deck list. I never thought I'd be picking up the Mitsurugi core, but here, we might be doing it. So this 100% will be Renault, just so we know. But again, like, this is not terrible. Like, even through Disruption, like, we still have Imperm, a Book of Moon. So we go draw phase, activate this. They throw Ash on this, I guess we cry, right? Like, that's brutal. But it do be like that. Every deck sometimes opens hand where one hash ends them. You know what I mean? So, activate the Flare Knight. Send that to summon. Even here, actually. Effect. We get ashed here. We just cry as well. Not much we can do. Summon. No effect because I think we open Dance. Yeah, we open Dance. Playing Libromancer, Mitsu Fiendsmith. Wild. We're just doing. We got our cheeks clapped with Dragon Ruler. Was able to get a win in the last little bit. My own misplays, mostly my own misplays, and just getting sacked by variants. But now we were just was looking over a deck list. Now we're just kind of closing out the stream, doing some Infernoble test hands with the list that I've been testing using the new Flare Knight, which is the blank card here. And this, like I said, this card is supposed to be Renault, so you'd special Renault, add back. I need to stop being lazy and put him in, but. Chain Block and Angelica. I've even tried to figure out lines if there's any way we could get to a Cell Synchro Dragon and then make Angelica. Kind of like what Synchron does, where Synchron make an unaffected speeder. Just kind of get to Angelica that way. Bald CO. Brother, man. I am, you know what? Hair's overrated. Hair is overrated. Oh. We actually forgot to. That's okay. We can equip this. Well, yeah, well, no, we have to equip it from hand, trigger the effect. The Libro card quality. Yeah, they really are, man. We'll add that off Angelica. Attempt to equip chain. Oh, making fun of my hair. It's getting summertime, man. Hair's overrated. Summertime, it's hot. Then effected this to search out the trap. So, like, even, like, that was one thing I'll discuss real quick, that I was talking about earlier in the stream. So, even if, like, if we were expecting Angelica to not resolve, like, right, if we did not want Angelica to resolve, and we sent that off. So, look at our hand. This, before we added this. This was our hand, even if Angelica got disrupted, right? So, like, that's still, like, we're still setting 2, or that's 3 disruptions. Angelica's going to be able to dump, potentially draw you a card, or, like, dump engine, you know what I mean? So, like, that's still... That's enough, Matt, right? Like, flipping stuff face down is, like, pretty good. I know, Soulburner. I'm just throwing it back at you. It's the I can't even pronounce it. The One Punch Man workout. And this will banish. One punch. How do you think I won that regional, bro? 100 sit-ups, 100 test hands every day. I ate nibs for breakfast. The reason I asked about viewer duels is because a while back you bodied me when I was playing Plant League. Oh yeah, you want your revenge. That's what it is, huh? You want to come back and cook me, huh? Yeah. I'll talk it over with my girlfriend tomorrow, but I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow, so I probably was thinking on streaming again around the same time. I'll just make sure my overlay's set up and we can stream, and we'll do remote duels tomorrow if you're free. Heck, we can even do, like, remote duels if you're fine with me using, like, Infernobles. I can play Mermail, Dragon Rulers. I don't know what I'm doing. Effect to equip, effect to move forward. Oh, wait, I haven't even used this effect to search, so this effect is going to grab me Almas here. Then effect to move forward now, sending here. Memento. Oh, dude, that's a good... Actually, I would like to... Yeah, I'd be happy to play test against that. I mean, yeah, you might cook me. You probably are going to cook me. But Memento is a wild deck. Like that's a deck I need to sit down and like really like learn a little bit better because it's just kind of like those like it's like that oddball rogue deck that you're not expecting that'll come through and just whack you. Proxies are always good for me, man. As long as we're able to decipher what the proxies are, I'm fine with testing under the proxies because I'm an in-hand learner, so I hate waiting for cards to come. Oh, thank you, Sora, my man. Appreciate the donation. Win stream, let's go. And so this is the only problem I've been encountering a little bit with particular lines involving it is that I banished this and in-face Charles can't grab back. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's like that big of a deal because I'm setting literally 3 cards and I'm not even going to be able to add back. So I guess maybe that is the thing. Like maybe that's for their in-face, right? Well, I don't even have anything to add back in their in-face. Otherwise, it's like you have to banish the Charles. But when you do this, if they've held nib this entire time and you summon out this, they just nib you here and you cry. So that's where I'm like, maybe I'm like scared of the monster in the closet. We haven't even done DDD stuff. Maybe today maybe we actually tomorrow we'll go and build DDDs before we get some remote dueling going. But I do have a list that I want to try for DDDs too, because I wonder now because DDDs seem like it still has a bottleneck, man. The Gilgamesh is still so like the Link 3 is like awesome, like a double pendulum summon is nice, but that Gilgamesh is just such a big, huge choke point for the deck. So it's like I wonder if there's new lines that can facilitate like Siegfried and or like some form of negation before you. Well, yeah, they have like High King Genghis. I think that's a monster. That's a negate during your turn. So like, yeah, like there's definitely ways for the deck to protect the Gilgamesh. Like, but I mean, there's got to be consistent ways for you to pretty much establish a monster negate and a spell and trap negate, so that way Gilgamesh resolves and it's not getting hit with like Imperm or Valor. So yeah, maybe that might be what we move. That might be a deck I start picking up against. I think I might have everything for it actually. I have to go through my bulk and stuff, but yeah, so like our inboard here in phase, Angelica comes back, so we have essentially spell and trap negate, a pop, monster effect negate, plus 2 Book of Moons and an Imperm. I really don't like counting on engine, but you do got to count them. So that's a total of 6 disruptions, which is still kind of crazy. Trying to get my buddy to play Fiendsmith is like teaching a child new mechanics for the game. Sometimes people be stubborn, man. They do be stubborn like that. And it's like, it's not that hard to grasp until you actually try it. But then sometimes, man, like my buddy a while back, I've told the story a few times, he thought he could just pick up World Chalice and play the deck because he thought it was easy. And he picked up World Chalice and got smoked with it because he couldn't. Just pass turn or stick to an inboard. It depends on your opening. Truly. Full was difficult depending on the opening. So if you don't open Uppercutter, the inboard is, you gotta send it. Dude, I despise the engine too. I really hate Fiendsmith. I hate it because Konami literally held a ban list, made my nationals garbage because they wanted to hold a ban list to promote sales, to see what the engine would do. Like, come on. Konami, what the fuck? You knew what that, like, you knew what I was gonna do, man. So I hate that they literally didn't put a ban list out. They didn't even have to hit Fiendsmith. I understand Fiendsmith was new, but you hit the decks that were issues, like Tempai, like Snake Eyes, Yubel. You hit those decks and put Fiendsmith out to, like, patch up the damage you do to promote sales, but instead they're like, we're gonna wait, and that upset me so bad that I just couldn't look at the deck again. And even now, I still hate how it's like, oh, I've played correctly, your turn should end. 2 bodies into Fiendsmith. That's just so, and every deck can do that, man. Every deck that's not restricted, can do it, and it's annoying, but I've kind of gotten used to it a lot now because Desiree at most sometimes is just a 1 negate. It sounds scary because it's like Desiree's going to negate 4 cards. Oh man, Desiree's probably going to negate 1 because it's going to be forced to negate. But otherwise, getting back to the Fuwa, right? So any other line, that's another cool thing about this list is that with the Flame Sword and stuff, you can play under Fuwa a little bit better because you're able to get more disruptions without committing. You maybe be able to give them 2 draws if you see stuff. If you open Uppercutter and you get smacked with the frame 1 Fuwa and your hand is just so gassed, but you don't want to risk it, or you have like enough non-engine, and it's the same thing with like Droll as well. You add this and they fool you special this, and you make 1 fat Baguska. You make a fat Baguska. Oh, you want to cook with bound boxers? Yeah, I, in my opinion, of course, just my humble opinion, I think the boxers are the best thing for nobles just because they're fire warriors and they facilitate what the deck's trying to do. So, like, I don't have any desire to play any of those other engines that conflict with the rest of the deck because it's like, yeah, the deck, like you know, like, I hate to bring it up because it's just seen a lot of plays, the Magistus, and I don't mean to, like, the Magistus does cool stuff. It literally gets you into an Omni before you commit to Angelica. That's cool, but, like, I don't want to play Magistus. I don't want to risk getting hand-trapped through the Magistus and my Noble Narc cards not being able to extend because they don't have synergy with Magistus cards. However, I do wish that the fusion that's the Omnigate Magistus, he's like a giant fire warrior, but he's a fire spellcaster. I wish he was a fire warrior because then I'd be like, that solves the issue, right? There it is, because once you put the fire warrior out there, Renault's live. Renault can then extend you and do stuff, but... Oh, you want to... Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. If I was wanting to cook with just pure Battle Boxers. If I was going to cook with Ryzeal, I think I'd do the Heraldic Ryzeal. Something about ripping your entire hand seems pretty cool. But if you do get forward, you can do this if you have enough non-engine. If you open, I think, technically... It depends on when they drop Fuwa, but the Flare Swordsman stuff could also do some crazy stuff for you, especially if you open this plus, like, a normal summon, in the sense of, we'll just say you have a bad hand, right? Spoon is an insane card. That is absolutely right. Spoon, it's to me, man, I'm more happy that Magistus can function as a deck than I am to see it make bad decks be worse variants of Magistus, is what I'm trying to get at. But, like, here, man, like, you go here, you activate this to special summon. If they're probably going to wait if they're a smart player, man. So as soon as you activate this effect, you're going to get hit with something. But if, like, you start out with, like, a good normal summon, you special this, or you do happen to eat Fuwa before you're able to, like, utilize the Dark Flare Knight to summon itself, and you do start with, like, normal summon out that effect to go ahead and grab you Spar. You can go ahead and tribute this. Because right, you tribute this, they're going to get a draw. You summon out this dude. This dude grabs you the flame right here. So right here, you got one interruption, right? You can technically hold this in hand if you want to. You can link, you can XYZ into Dempsey effect ascend. It's entirely up to you. I mean, arguably, like, if you think about it, it would be, they'd get 3 draws, but you get 3 disruptions. So, like, it's entirely dependent on you, you know what I mean? You can stop here and overlay for Baguska here, and you have the Flame Swordman, so you give him 1 draw. Or if you, depending on the... Like, I don't think in this deck you push into Fuwa too much, because you give him too many draws, you're just going to eat a nib. You're just going to suck. So maybe, like, you go into this, use this... They'll get 1 draw. You go ahead and grab yourself Renault. And then you go ahead and use this effect to go ahead and detach here to go ahead and put to the graveyard, and then you special Renault. Renault adds back this. So then you have follow-up in the sense of Uppercutter and Spar, and then you go ahead and go here for SP, and then, you know, they get 1 more draw, so they've gotten, technically, if they did it, depending when they threw Fuwa, you'll get 2 draws, but they have to get 3 draws, effect of that descend, so you get access to this because of the Salamandra. So then, like, if you open non-engine in your hand as well, you're hopefully able to push back. You do if you open Ogier, like, yeah, like, it just depends when they have, like, Nib. It also depends on the hand. The normal Boxer line doesn't have a negate before Nib, but if you open Ogier or access to Ogier, Ogier does have an access. And without access to Baron, yeah, Baron's like kind of the new... This guy would be kind of insane. He's a level 6, so then special... Then you could, like, normal summon out. You could get access, probably different ways to get access to Baron before 5th summon if you had access to it because he's level 6. But without the Ogier and Renault line are the only 2 lines to give you access to a negate before you commit. But underneath Fuwa, you have 3 disruptions. And sometimes, man, Book of Moons is enough. You're spot removing with Little Knight. You're able to Book of Moon 2 cards. You're going to be able to put another body out in the form of... so you won't attack... You might be able to chum block an attack because you can put out Flame Swordsman with the Sword Dance, and you can equip to the Sword Dance, so you can Book 'em in 2 times, Little Knight something. That's a lot of spot removal, plus if you have any more non-engine in your hand, then the following turn, you draw for turn. We'll just draw. It doesn't matter what we draw. You start by normal summoning Uppercutter. This comes back, and then you can literally special summon Spar, or you don't even have to special summon Spar. You can link this off. I was mentioning this earlier. You link this off into Link Spider, and then you use Link Spider in this to make Promethean. Promethean can climb you up. You can bring back out the Boxer to search out Roto, and it's just kind of off to the races that way. But yeah, guys, I think we'll wrap up stream here. We'll probably go live again tomorrow. We will do some... We'll actually put together a DDD test list, and we'll try and remote duel tomorrow, too. So I'll make sure my setup is... My overlay and stuff like that is working. But most importantly, guys, thank you guys for coming into stream. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. You know, Charles from Team COG, signing out.